everyone, it's Madison. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a little tack up and cross-country school with me video. So I put my GoPro on my helmet for the day while I tacked up, and I thought I would talk through what I'm doing in my ride and things like that. So we are here at the Spring Gulch Equestrian Center, I believe is what it's called, or area. It is a little like cross-country schooling place down in Littleton, Colorado. And they hold events there. We go down there for the day just to cross-country school. We were here schooling in my last video, or my last cross-country vlog, and I didn't want to vlog again just because I did that then too. So I thought I would change it up a little bit, and I've never done one of these videos, and I was really excited to do it now that I have my GoPro. I'm sorry you won't be able to see everything I'm doing as far as tacking up goes, just because the GoPro is not angled as far down as it should be, but I figured I'd talk through it. Either way, yeah, that is what we're going to be doing. So by starting off, I am using my Eco-Gold jump pad. Today, I really love this saddle pad. There is fleece underneath, which I feel like is awesome for Penelope's back. I also have my Pessoa XCH, I'm not quite sure what model it is of the saddle. I have my horse running martingale on. Running martingales are used when the horse tends to lift their head out of like the range of contact, and it so allows your rein to have an effect. However, my running martingale I use for when I go off banks. Penelope is very exuberant, as you all know, and I use them so that my reins don't flip over my horse's head, or they're a lot less likely to if I were to drop my reins when going off a bank because she overjumps it or something like that. So I do not use my running martingale tight enough to have an effect as far as her head goes. I use it so that I still am able to have contact when my horse overjumps things and I lose my reins or I slip my reins too much, things like that. Just in case of an emergency, it's nice to have my reins there and know that they aren't going to flip over my horse's head or they could trip and break them or hurt themselves, things like that. I'm also going to be using my, I believe it is a toe clot fleece girth. And yes, it's not very pony clip, but I am using a fleece girth for cross-country schooling. I got this new breastplate, as you guys all saw in my birthday haul and some of my latest videos. I really love it. However, my old breastplate didn't have a clip on it. I just slipped my girth through it, so I didn't need a synthetic girth with the little clip on it, or like the little ring for the clip to connect to. And this fleece girth is the only girth I have that has the clip on it, and my new breastplate has a clip on it. Either way, if that makes sense, I have to use my fleece girth because it has the loop on it for my breastplate to connect to. For those of you wondering, you don't want to use fleece girths cross country because they can pick up burrs in water. However, I was not going through water today, and the odds that she'd pick up burrs are very slim. I also just have this, I believe my bridle is a crown bridle, and I have a boucher bit on it, which is also called a hanging snaffle, and the rings kind of look like a letter B. This has the slightest amount of leverage and pull pressure, which helps me to just, you know, get Penelope's attention a little bit more. Not that we need a lot of leverage, it's just nice to have extra support if I need it. There is debate about whether this actually is a leverage bit or not. Pony Club says it is, slightly, and I believe the exact same. Yeah, I think that is basically everything that I'm using today. As far as my outfit goes, I have my Kerrits grip tick breeches on and a Lululemon long sleeve top, which you all will see in the thumbnail. Alrighty. I am just going to put my stirrups down, tighten my girth a little bit. I use these peacock stirrups, or safety stirrups. They have rubber bands on the side, so if you were to fall off, your foot will just pop the rubber band out and will not get stuck in the stirrup. I refuse to jump in anything but safety stirrups, and I'm saving up for the free jump stirrups, which have like a rubber outside, so they look a little bit nicer, a little bit more durable than peacock bands, because I have run into the problem where I will lose my stirrup cross country, my peacock band will fall off, and then I have no side of my stirrup, and it is extremely hard to keep like that and get, because your foot can just pop out the side when your foot's trying to like find the stirrup. That happened on my first novice, and that was not awesome. So I did like I did like 15 jumps with no stirrup band. Either way, let's get going. Alrighty, so I just started off videoing our actual jumping part. Here's this little skinny log that we jumped. It is only probably beginner novice to novice height, but you would not see a jump this skinny on an actual course. We decided this time to work on things that we need more practice with, like technicality wise, such as skinnies. We're never like awesome at ditches, not to say that we have a problem with them, but just not a strength. And in banks, I'm going to leave some of the audio on in the background so you guys can hear me talking. I talk a lot when I ride, and it honestly helps me so much. So just listen to this.
Hands down, booster in, shoulders up. Good girl!
So as you guys heard there, I like to talk to myself a lot, kind of give myself reminders of things what to do. On my old pony Charlie, who used to spook a lot and refuse a lot, I always used to tell myself heels, eyes, leg, heels down, eyes up, and leg on. Helps me just sit back and focus a lot more. We went and did like a little mini course, my sister and I did, so I just started off. This is like a little horse laying down. You can't really see that well. This is just a novice jump. And then we went and cantered up to the bank. We have not gotten to the point yet where I feel like Penelope has enough confidence to canter off banks, because she doesn't just step down them even if they're like a foot tall. 99% of the time she leaps off of them. So right now we're just trotting off the banks. That one was a little bit better than some of the first ones. She didn't leap out quite as much. And then we just cantered on up to this, it's probably only like beginner novice, this little table with some wood chips. Penelope here was booking, as you guys can see. It sure feels like you're going fast on a pony, but in all honesty, at the end of the day, you're not going as fast as you think you are, just because their legs don't cover as much ground. And then we cantered out and back up to this novice training ditch, just going the other way. The ditches at Spring Gulch are very deep. I mean, not very, but deep for like beginner, novice, elementary, which is good for us to practice that. And then we just came back to this skinny. I was super happy with how she went. So we just decided to call that good and make that our main course for the day. There's my sister and Savannah. This next clip, this is the stairs, and they did so well. She let me put this in there, but she did that, and my mom, you can hear her say I should have videoed, but she didn't want to like freak my sister out by videoing, and I was like, shoot, man, I should have GoPro'd that or something. But I actually like can't believe I didn't know the GoPro was on. Spring Gulch is called Spring Gulch because it is legitimately in a gulch. So there are like two halves to the course, and you have to go through a gulch like to get to the other side. So there we just went through the gulch, and our biggest issue cross country is leaving the group and leaving the start box, and just like some heard bad things. Penelope just gets really nervous, so we've been trying to work on gaining more confidence with her in that way. So just like trying to leave the group, canter away, trot away as much as we can, just so that she realizes, you know, she doesn't totally need to rely on everyone else for support constantly. So we just came back up to the top, and we are going to start our next little course. Alrighty, so I just had my sister and Savannah stand by the start box. When this is actually at a show, there's like poles that like go from each like wood board to the next. and we are off. This was a pretty similar school to our last school that you guys saw. I jumped some different jumps and didn't feel the need to canter the entire course or like jump the entire course. We just came to this little novice little ski jump ramp thingy, as you saw there. She long spotted it and I got a little bit left behind. But yeah, I didn't feel the need to kill her legs, especially when the mini course we did earlier was so good. So I just jumped the first 3 jumps just to get her cantering and start getting her in the groove and heading away from her friends, or Savannah, who's back up at the top, as you guys just saw.
A nice canter.
And we finished off our day with this nice novice table. And I was happy with that, so we called it good right there, and I decided to head on back up and let Molly and Savannah go do a course. They did more than we did just because they didn't jump quite as much as we did earlier, and Molly just wanted to get some more confidence because she didn't go to school with us last time. So thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you enjoyed it, you all know what to do. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe down below, and give me any more comments and video suggestions that you guys have. I had so much fun, and I cannot wait for a heck ton of fun at AECs with you all. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!